Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Spring Fever. As always, it is me, XFL Jim, once again from the comfort of the garage, still dealing with that move. And as always, I am joined by the man himself. It is Erik, a.k.a. Top 2 in Sports, a.k.a. Uncle fucking Rico. Erik, how you doing, my man?
You know what? Tigers got a win for me. Brewers, I bet live. They just hit a homer to take the lead. You know, stuff's going pretty good, man.
Things are doing real good. And things are doing real good for you if you wisen up and go to Royal Retros, presenting sponsor of Spring Fever. Royal Retros is the best shop on the planet for that clean, really good merch. They got hoodies, they got shirts, they got hats, they have it all. They have every team that you would want, from the Seattle Sea Dragons all the way down to the Tampa Bay Bandits. You can find it at Royal Retros. And when you go, make sure you use promo code SPRINGFEVER, all one word, all caps at checkout, for 10% off. Erik, it was a banger week last week in the CFL. This week's looking to be even better.
You know what? I'm looking forward to it. I'm not gonna lie, Jim. I didn't watch one game though.
Erik, it's okay. You never watch any game, and that's fine. I am the watcher on the wall when it comes to these leagues. You are the everyman who I can bounce opinions off of.
So I'm just looking at the scores right now. What the hell happened to BC?
Okay, so we'll go game by game. Let's start with the recap. Let's dive right in. We can start with that game, Erik, if you would like. The Hamilton Tiger Cats win 32-29 over the BC Lions. This is kind of what we've been seeing these last few weeks. The Lions have been falling off. Their offense isn't doing what it's supposed to do. They have this weird QB controversy. Their defense has gotten a little bit worse every single week. And it's not this game. While the Lions looked rough, this game isn't about the Lions doing poorly as much as it is about the Hamilton Tiger Cats looking really, really good. And honestly, maybe having, if not they probably don't have the most momentum going right now, but they probably have the second most momentum of any team going into like the end of the regular season.
Are they going to be able to fuck around and sneak into this?
I didn't write down the whole point situation. There is some weird crossover potential. If they win out, there's a shot. There's a shot that they can like really do some damage and maybe make the postseason. And the way they're playing right now, they honestly would be live.
I mean, dude, you have a hot team coming in, dude. I mean, I don't think anyone would want to play them. And I don't know, man. Like, I know the Argos are not the Argos. I know the Alouettes are the Alouettes, but when you haven't had to play for anything so long, and then to try to turn it on once you get into the playoffs, Red Blacks, I think they have the talent, but they're just so night and day. Hamilton could be a sneaky team that could kind of F around and make a run.
Dude, the way they're playing right now, the defensive capabilities of Hamilton and the offensive firepower they've been showing these last like 2 or 3 weeks has been stellar. I am very much falling back in love with the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Shout out T1BG and chat. Shout out Cool Kev. They are looking very dangerous. BC is kind of, what's a nice way to put it? They've fallen off. They've definitely fallen off. They just don't look like they did early on. And we kind of saw the same thing last year and the year before, where they start hot and then like really cool back down. Nathan Rourke has not looked like his previous CFL self. It's just, ugh.
Would this happen if they didn't bring Rourke in?
No, because like Vernon Adams was still hurt for a good majority of the season, and he hasn't looked fantastic when he's come back either. They're flip flopping, switching and whatnot. It's not looking good. National in the chat says if they win out, they're in 100%. BC Saskatchewan can't go over 9 wins for them to cross over. Ottawa can lose out and miss the playoffs. So, hey, our boys in Hamilton have a shot.
They have a shot.
And Eric, I don't know. I can't look it up. I'm on my phone here, but if you want to look up and see what their future odds are, you might get some good juicy stuff for it.
Let me see what we got here.
While you're doing that, I'll talk about another game while you're doing that. Edmonton Elks 27, Winnipeg Blue Bombers 55. This is the team that I was alluding to when I'm talking about the most momentum going right now, because the Bombers defense is playing at an absolutely astounding level. And this is the game as a Bombers fan that you want to see. Zach Collaros went the fuck off. This offense was this is the Bombers operating at full capacity, and they dominated from the jump. From the absolute jump. What are we seeing for futures?
I'm trying to find it.
The Elks, by the way, still not playing Trey Ford. At some point, once they're out of the playoffs, I feel like they have to play.
28-1.
Dude, that's not a bad number.
28-1. So.
That's not a bad number. Bombers are playing at an absolute, astounding level right now, folks. Red Black 16, Rough Riders 29. Eric, you talked about it a little earlier. Ottawa has all the talent. They're just not doing it. This was a Jeremiah Masoli game. He threw 3 picks are tough. I don't know if they can't really coast, but I don't, unless he's hurt, and I haven't seen anything about Drew Brown being hurt. I don't fully understand why you bring Masoli in this late into the season when Drew Brown's looked all right.
I'm not gonna lie, it really doesn't make any sense to me either. I feel when you do a move like this, it kind of creates a little controversy.
Weird. It's a weird situation. Also, to be fair, for the Saskatchewan Roughriders, they do this every year. As a fan of the Roughriders, I've seen it time and time again where they start the season hot, have a terrible slump in the middle, and then heat back up for the playoffs, and then have a disappointing playoff game. Then maybe they'll win the first game and then lose this next one. This is year in, year out with this team.
Mm-hmm.
It's a consistent thing. Last game of the weekend, Montreal Alouettes 31, Toronto Argonauts 37. And Eric said it. I've said it. I feel like there's 2 things. A is once Cody Fajardo came back, he hasn't looked the same. And B, once they locked off the playoff spot, I feel like this team doesn't have the juice. They don't have that oomph that they had before.
Yep.
And the Argos continue. They had 3 rushers approach almost 100 yards in this one. Their running attack is fantastic. Their defense is pretty darn good. And the special teams might be top 2 in the league. Argos are looking good, dude. If Chad Kelly doesn't do really stupid things in a game, this team is powerful.
Yeah. They can fuck around.
They can easily fuck around. Okay, Eric. Looking in to week 18. We're almost there. There's not that many weeks left of the regular season. We're finally in the end game here.
It's been a long day, my friend.
It's been a long season. It's been since what? Late May, early June.
I feel like I need to smoke right now, dude. It's been that long.
You know what? I'll smoke it up for the CFL. I don't care. That's for you, Canada. That's for you, Canada. Eric, October 4th, we have the Bombers taking on the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Probably, I'm calling it right now. This is my game of the week. This game has 2 of the teams with the highest momentum coming into it. They're looking fantastic. The Bombers are 3.5-point road favorites, plus 165 on the money line for the Tiger Cats. Over under is 50.5.
Why would I want anything to do with this game?
You don't want to bet it, but you want to watch it.
I think this is going to be a very entertaining game, but in terms of what's the word I'm looking for? Betting value, I don't think there's any point. There's nothing I want to do with this.
No, if the Bombers were a touchdown favorite, I'd probably be all over it. honestly, my honest opinion,
Yeah.
after the offensive performance of the Bombers last week and the way the Ticats like dominated and won that game, I kind of almost want to take the under.
I can see that. I like that.
Yeah, I kind of want to take the under. You know what? I'm going to take it. Under 50.5 points. Bombers, Ticats.
I like
Lock it in here. This will be like a must-watch game, though. It's going to be super entertaining. I wish I had my internet so that I could stream this one.
You still don't have internet, man?
Dude, I won't have internet until next Tuesday.
Jesus, dude.
It's brutal. It's absolutely brutal here, dude. I'm debating just moving my computer and my entire setup here to my folks' place for the Friday just to stream and see if I can do. I don't know, man. I don't know. Stuff is up in the air. Don't hold your breath. But this game will be amazing. At the very least, I'll live tweet. Same day, Stampeders, Lions. The Lions are 8-point home favorites, plus 290 on the money line for the Calgary Stampeders team. Over under 53.5, highest total of the weekend.
I mean, can you trust BC laying this big of a number?
Calgary is so they're all or nothing. They are streaky in games. I don't trust their quarterback, no matter who they have back there at this point. And they have talent, but I don't love them. BC, the way they're playing, not a fan. I kind of want to take Calgary plus 8. But Calgary is easily, to me, right now, the worst team in the CFL.
I don't like why. Sometimes the best bet is no bet, buddy, and that's kind of where I am right now.
God, I'm leaning towards Calgary. I'm leaning on Calgary plus 8. I don't know if I can advocate that for our clients, so to speak.
For our super duper whale bets.
My super duper whale bet will actually be in the next game. The Saskatchewan Roughriders versus the Edmonton Elks. The Roughriders are -2 road favorites. The over-under is 50.5. I'm taking the -2. I'm doing it.
I would take the Elks here.
This is a must-win game for the Elks if they want any shot.
I would take the Elks here.
Have to win. Their backs are against the wall at this point.
You know what? I would take the Elks here. I don't like this Saskatchewan team. I think they have questions at the offensive positions, and Elks playing at home. I'll swallow the points. I don't love it, but I'll do it.
You know what I will bet, and I think we're going to talk about this in the DraftKings lineup. I'm going to say I will advocate for Rock Armstead to be our running back because this Elks run stopping is not it.
This Elk. Okay.
So I'm on the Riders -2. Are you taking the Elks?
I'll take the Elks.
Oh, we fighting here?
We're fighting, dude. Loser buys the winner. Bush Light.
I like it. I like that.
Oh no, sorry. Labatt's blue.
Labatt blue, baby. Let's make it happen. I think we're in for an exciting weekend. I know it's a short weekend, but I'm excited. I think every game will be close, which is we're in the prime time. The entire CFL season has been electric. It's been very close, very exciting, very, very good year for parity in the league. The fact that no one is officially eliminated from the playoffs yet is very fun. I think that will change this weekend, but I'm locked in. Also, to reiterate, so you said to go back, you said that the Red Blacks haven't been playing great. They've also locked up a playoff spot.
Yeah, so I mean, they're kind of cruising a little bit too.
So that's also probably why they played Masoli, now that I think about it. But I still don't know. Erik, open up the DraftKings. Let's see what we got. Also, I want to say to you, congratulations. Good call on Zach Collaros last week for the quarterback.
Oh, did he ball out?
He balled out, dude. This was the Zach Collaros game last week. He killed it. You absolutely nailed that one.
I finally did something right, dude. All right, I got it up here. You want me to pull it up?
Before you do that, Nash is correct. It's interesting that the Hamilton Tiger Cats are the only team in the East playing this week. We get no Montreal, we get no Toronto, and we get no Ottawa.
He had 40 DraftKings points.
Yeah, dude, 55 points. Like he killed it. 6 touchdowns.
Jesus.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, sorry. Where is this? Present.
I'm super ready for this bad boy.
Share screen. Boom. Window. Boom. It's up.
Get it pulled up. It's up?
I got it pulled up.
I'm adding it right now. Bam.
All right. So this is what I'm thinking. Hear me out, my friend. Quarterback position.
What are you feeling?
This is what I think. Saskatchewan's quarterback's not named?
Trevor Harris?
I don't see him. Oh, it's because I clicked on the wrong one. So we're going to go Trevor Harris. Boom.
I like the Trevor Harris play. He needs the touchdowns, but I like the play. The only thing is I like the Saskatchewan running back more.
Why do you like the Saskatchewan running back more?
Because this Elks team gives up yards on the ground like crazy. And I feel like Saskatchewan, they trust the run more when it comes to like the red zone.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at it right now. They only give up 97.8 yards per game on the ground, but they give up 310 a game in the air.
Trevor Harris, then I like it. We use Erik's brain and my heart, and this combination is a very winning combination. If you guys have been following along,
so we're gonna do the Tiger Cats defense.
Get the Tiger Cats defense in there.
We're gonna go back to wide receiver. We're gonna.
Oh, you already picked. You picked the running back. Did you put? Okay.
I didn't put anyone in for the running back.
Gotcha.
Running back. Who do you want?
What's Brady Oliveira at? What's his price?
11.4.
Oof. That's pricey.
That is pricey.
That is pricey. Who do we go down the list?
Who I mean, like for me, for the running backs, I mean, I think Oliveira is the way to go, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, you pay up for him, but like he's gonna feast.
So then we go to the running back, the wide receiver.
Especially since Strevler got knocked out, they almost exclusively want to use Oliveira when it comes to the short yardage situations too. I just got to pause here. Jon Snow says we should all bet Rutgers money line this week.
Okay.
Just want to issue a fuck you to Jon Snow. Love you, man.
Oh, they play Nebraska?
Yeah, it's Nebraska's homecoming.
I want a Saskatchewan wide receiver.
I feel like you got to go Schaefer Baker.
Baker?
Yeah, you got to go Kean Schaefer Baker, my man.
Boom. He's in. I then want to go to another wide receiver on Calgary.
Ugh. Calgary's a tough one. Calgary is a tough one here. How much is Bagleton?
9.5.
That's a little pricey. I don't hate it, but it's a little pricey.
I like it.
Let's go. Let's get some bagel. Erik, what's your favorite kind of bagel?
Onion or everything.
Oh, onion bagels slept on. What's your stance on the blueberry bagel?
Not a fan.
Yeah, I say just get a muffin if you're going to do that.
Yeah, not a fan.
Yeah, just get a muffin, people.
Not a fan. Asiago cheese, now and then.
That's not terrible. I'm also with you, onion or everything. I also like a good plain bagel.
Yeah, I like an egg bagel. An egg bagel and a bacon, egg, and cheese.
Oh, I had a little bacon, egg, and cheese this morning.
Flex position here. Jeez. We already partnered him with them. I feel we need someone from Edmonton here.
I agree with you.
So who are we looking at? Giddens, Lewis, Mitchell.
I'd either go. Let's go Mitchell.
So that means we're left with. We're left with 3,000.
How much we got?
We got $3 bills.
Okay, we can make something happen here.
I mean, we're low budget right here. Low budget. I already got someone from Calgary.
Do you want to get someone from BC?
I mean, I guess we could. I mean, so that leaves us with Williams, Woodley, Eberhardt.
I'm fine trying Williams out there.
Boom, so there it is.
Go through the lineup for the people, Erik.
Harris, Oliveira, Baker, Bagleton, Mitchell, Williams, and the Tiger Cats D, my friend.
I like it.
Boom.
Boom, bada, fucking bang. Erik, I'm excited for the CFL this week. It's going to be a great week. I feel like every week is going to be a great week going in. As long as we don't get – so last week we had 2 really great games, 2 super close games, and then 2 blowouts. If you had to pick one of these games to be a blowout, which would it be? I don't think any of them will be, but if you had to pick one, which would it be?
Edmonton and Saskatchewan.
That's the one I would go with too. I feel like it could go really bad for either one of those teams.
I agree 100%.
Now, folks, it's the end of the show, which means we're, of course, talking the last weekend's action of the X League in Japan.
Which I know nothing about.
It's fine, Erik. It's fine. There's one game that you will be surprised by. Because for those of you who don't follow the X League, there's like 3 teams and then everyone else.
Uh-huh.
So there will be a surprising game here. Starting off, we have the old Mitsubishi Lions taking on Tokyo Gas. Tokyo Gas wins it 38-7.
Okay.
I'm telling you, this Gas team is different than the Tokyo Gas teams of years prior. They're special.
They're special?
This is a special group of guys. I'm all in. I'm rooting for Tokyo Gas. This is my team of the year. This is the team I'm hitching my wagon to. I don't think they'll beat like the Fujitsu's, Panasonics of the world.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm in. I'm rooting for this team.
Okay.
Fujifilm versus Oriental Bio. The Oriental Bio won it 24-17. I think you almost nailed the spread on this one, if I remember right.
To be honest, I don't know.
Is Erik a secret X League sharp?
A secret X League sharp? I'm not going to lie. I've not bet with one X League game in my life.
Erik, I'm not going to lie. I've seen 0 books that even offer lines. Is there like someone we can petition to offer lines on these?
I mean, you could ask Dave.
So I get that it's like a smaller league, but I feel like if these sports books are offering lines on like super obscure table tennis and like super obscure basketball leagues, why not do an obscure football league?
Makes sense.
I'm going to try and push this. That's going to be my rest of the week goal. I will be pushing this on the daily. Nojima Sajimahara, 13. Fujitsu Frontiers, 31. Saw that coming all the way. Fujitsu domination.
Yep.
Here's the one, Erik. It was a close game. IBM 21, OBIC 24.
Ooh.
Yeah, baby. That was a close game. OBIC almost they maybe, I don't know if they should have lost it, but this is a game banger. Banger game for you.
Banger game.
Kobe 10, Panasonic 27.
Okay.
All the time. We see this shit all the time. And then Fukuoka versus Sekisu. Sekisu won this one 42-3. Similar to the CFL this week, the X League either had extremely close, exciting games or absolute blowouts.
Yeah.
And I will say this, I don't understand a lick of what the announcers are saying. They get hype in the X League.
Yeah.
The announcers get way more hype in Japanese football than any other kind of football. I think so. I know you're the kind of guy that listens to the games on my phone. No, dying. Erik, end the show.
Oh, thanks for tuning in, people. Jim and I appreciate you. Jim and I will be back next week about this time, give or take what my crazy schedule is, talking some CFL, some X League. Hopefully Jim's phone comes back on and he can end the stream. Jim, you there, buddy? Shepherd of lost sheep. Shepherd of lost sheep. Shepherd of lost sheep. Come in now. All right, people. I appreciate you. I know that Jim appreciates you. Hopefully he'll come back because I'm really awkward at doing these things by myself. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Jim and I appreciate you, and we'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Those looking for a little Thursday night football action, Bijan Robinson over 25.5 yards receiving. Check that out. And, we will be back next week. Best of luck in your bets, and hopefully you guys make some money.